Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Farrell. Welcome back. This is episode 12 of the Ep7 free-to-play beginner guide 2023. So, we're actually going to start today's video with some Moonlight summons that I have here. I meant to do it last time, I think, but I really like to pull them as quickly as I can. So, a new 3-star here. We already have Camila on this account, so the 3 stars probably don't matter too much. Like some of the Dark Soul Weavers or Light Soul Weavers. There's 2 Soul Weavers I know that are have specialty changes, I think. Phyllis has a specialty change as well. Ricarus has one, but I guess Axcott has one too as well, but yeah. Doesn't particularly matter. Okay, okay, it's all new stuff at least. That's really what matters to me with Moonlights, is just that stuff is actually new. You know, because it's a pretty rare currency. She might have a second awakening. I think one of them do for the light darks. But yeah, so nothing amazing there. I'll show you guys some 6 stars I made as well. I made 3 6 stars yesterday. Obviously, it's from just multiple days of farming up the stigma, like a week and a half or 2 weeks, I think, of farming up stigma. And I was able to get 3 done, and then I think I have enough right now to get a 4th done as well. I did Adventurer Raz with a Ascension bottle, one of those red bottles you get from different things. This one came from the Adventurer's Path. That's who I ended up using it on. He was like a level 18 3-star. It's really better to use those bottles on like 3 stars or 4 stars. It doesn't change the level at all. He was still level 18, even at the 6-star level or whatever. It just changes the star level. So realistically, it is definitely the best value to do a 3-star or a 4-star. But I mean, yeah, early on in the game, like, you've got Adventurer Raz you can do, you've got Commander Lorena you could do. If you got Camila, that's a reasonable one as well. You could do, I wouldn't do Miwi. You can do Mercedes if you wanted to. She's sitting at the 4-star level for me still. She gets a second awakening kind of thing. Like she just gets a buff to her and looks different. Once you beat episode 3, you can unlock like Mercedes 2.0, I guess. She just gets a lot better. Like Angelic Montmorency, if you're building her, you could use a bottle on her. But stuff like that. Yeah, I guess there aren't too many, but you get most of your bottles of Ascension earlier on in the game, I think, anyway. So I use that there, and then I did Commander Lorena and Camila and Vildred as well. He's still on the Growth of Grace, because I don't know if I have quite enough awakening stuff. I should probably start on him. And then also, obviously, you have to skill enhance these things as well. And Vildred takes the same material that Iceria takes, as well as Commander Lorena. So, yeah, these fangs are going to be gone pretty much instantly. But yeah, I'll be focusing on Iceria first. Getting this skill. This skill has to be ready to go constantly. And then, I mean, you might as well at least go to the 3rd one here. I mean, since you're not getting any effect chance up on the skill, it's already 100%. You could just do the +3. And then effect chance here is for decreased defense. I would bring it to +4 for Iceria if you guys have her. And then if you guys are also just about ready to skill enhance Tamarin, obviously, you know, if you're going to run her with Iceria, you probably don't even need to do this. You might want to do it anyway in case you end up putting her in a team without Iceria eventually. That's not really that recommended, because obviously she's only going to be useful like half the time. But yeah, I mean, you could do this. I don't think you even have to do this though, as long as you're running here with Iceria. But the other 2 skills, this is irrelevant. You can upgrade it if you want. I mean, the first 3, it's only taking 3 Molagora, so I've got quite a lot. I'm guessing a lot of you guys have a pretty decent amount too. You could probably do the first 3, just get some extra damage. But this one I would definitely max out to +7, get the extra healing and combat readiness there. But yeah, this third skill is kind of it's kind of up to you guys, because if you're running her with Iceria, and Iceria is reducing the cooldown for her anyway, it doesn't really matter what the skill like originally has anyway. So some food for thought there. You could save some catalysts that way. Vildred you should just max out, and then Commander Lorena. So for a raid team, I'm looking at using Adventurer Raz, Tamarin, Iceria with either Vildred or Commander Lorena. Commander Lorena does just single target damage, but she can do a really high amount of single target damage, like higher than Vildred is able to do. But obviously, if you are doing a boss where you need AoE, like they're in Hell Raid or a normal raid, you've got bosses that you need AoE for. And then you've got some that it's just totally fine to just have single target, so I can basically interchange these ones here. And then Commander Lorena also is pretty amazing for Katie's, and that's why I got Camilla up as well. Camilla has a first skill that dual attacks with the ally with the highest attack. It's the exact same thing as Tamarin's first skill, except for this skill can decrease defense, whereas Tamarin's skill, it does an AoE strip. Obviously the AoE strip is completely insane. But yeah, these two can be interchangeable. If you're just going through normal Labyrinth, which I forgot about again, I probably have 5 compasses sitting here. Yeah, at least I can finish this up today though. This should, yeah, with 5 I should definitely be able to get through here pretty easily. So yeah, for this stuff you can just use like Vildred. You don't really need Commander Lorena yet. You don't really need her in Nixed Sanctum either. Actually, Vildred is probably better, because I think most of Nixed Sanctum is ice units, where Vildred is just going to be superior anyway. But once you get into the Royal Capital as Michaelis, that's where Commander Lorena is really going to, you're going to understand why you would want to build her later on. You don't have to build her yet. But yeah, I mean, Commander Lorena could also be good for Abyss. Just higher single target damage, try to kill the boss faster. It's up to you guys if you want to use her beforehand, but really I think she is just best in raids and Arcades. Yes, she might be really good for like Hall of Trials too, because she does high single target damage. I know Sirmia is really good for that as well, and Sirmia, I already have one, but you'll get her for free once you do that hunt event for Golem. Maybe I should talk about that too. I suspect some of you guys have already finished the hunt event for Sigrid in here. I am just about done, I thought. Enhanced level 75 or higher epic equipment to plus 15. This is so annoying that it's epic and not like... you can't do it with the purple pieces either. It has to be the red epic pieces, because I would be done with it now. But I am just about halfway. And then once you get through here and do this, you can start the next hunt challenge. Vivian is better than Sirmia, because you can do Golem Hunt with so many different units. However, Banshee Hunt, Vivian is just a very, very good unit to have. You very much want Vivian for Banshee specifically, whereas Sirmia is great for Golem, amazing for Golem, but you can just use other stuff, if that makes sense. However, Golem is probably going to be a lot easier than Banshee is, and you might not want to do Banshee until you can build a one-shot team. So that's kind of where this is the question comes in. Do you just do the Sirmia challenge first because it's easier to finish? It's just going to flat out be easier to finish. Or do you do the Vivian challenge just because I guess Vivian is just better for what she's used for? I'm probably going to do the Golem challenge next. I should be able to do this. I have the pieces probably that I could finish this, and I probably have enough charms now too. But yeah, I'm probably going to do the Golem one next and just kind of speed through it. Yeah, I don't know if there was too much else to talk about today, just other than the 6-starring the units and the Moonlight summons, and just try to make a shorter video for you guys so it's not another 20-minute video. Nothing has changed with my Wyvern team. It's just the same gear. I've really just been running side story. I just did Isaria's side story. There's another thing that I should probably talk about. So a lot of people recommend Isaria. That's what I said to do as well. But the interesting thing is that I'm probably going to have to end up doing Isaria as a future story summon, so that I can end up getting her artifact in the Powder of Knowledge shop. So I don't know why these are still up. I'm just completely baffled as to why I'm looking at this. These are from the limited banner. This is SSBs, Landies, and Tamarin. I'm even looking at her and I couldn't think of her name. I don't know why these are still here. I wonder if you guys are kind of dealing with the same thing. Not that it's bad. I mean, it'd be great to pick them up, but yeah. Something about the 4-stars. Probably a good idea to not pick up 4-star artifacts in here, because you'll get plenty of them over time. Even when you've got an amazing one in here like Arius. Like, Arius is so good, but I would hold off for only 5 stars. Now, if you got Song of Stars in here, and you can get it for 180, obviously it's a lot better. But I'm probably going to have to start the Isaria banner, and then buy Song of Stars in here with the Powder of Knowledge. Once I get enough, eventually you'll summon enough 3-star artifacts you don't need, that you'll feed them off and you'll have 240 powder. But yeah, I don't know if that would line up perfectly with like getting Vildred first, and then getting Tamarin, and then getting Isaria next. Of course, if you pulled on the Isaria banner in the story summon, then you would have the chance to get Song of Stars just flat out of summoning. So maybe Vildred is really the best one to start with. It doesn't matter. Over time, you're going to get every normal 5-star in the game. Do I have 4? No, I've got 3. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, there's not a whole ton of them in here that are even that great. I mean, you're really just going for Vildred, Isaria, Tamarin, and Rowana. If I hadn't gotten lucky and pulled Rowana from one of the free 5-star tickets or a daily summon, I don't know what it was. If I didn't have her, she would be my 3rd story summon, because she is very, very good for episode 3 and 4. There's a lot of bosses that will do extra attacks, counter attacks, and dual attacks, and she's going to be increasing combat readiness and healing allies. She can also put a revive buff on allies and heal all allies and give a barrier. She does a barrier here on her first skill as well. Rowana's a very, very good unit. If you guys were wondering, okay, I've done Tamarin and Isaria, or Tamarin and Vildred, what do I do 3rd? Rowana is the answer to the 3rd one, 0 doubt. After that, it's really up to you guys what you want to do. There's other stuff in here that's pretty good. A lot of people like Shu for PvP. Sinya's pretty good for PvP. This is actually a free unit from Connections. I'm not sure why she's even in here. Maybe just so you can get extra copies of her, I guess, more easily. Lulika's fantastic. Lulika could be like a good 4th option. Violet is pretty good. Charles can be good. I mean, Vivian pretty much fills that role anyway. Though, for like a Banshee team. There's other stuff in here that's good. Like, Arya's good for Arena, I think. Destina's pretty good for Arena as well. There's just a lot of things in there that are maybe more PvP oriented. Anything in there that you would be like, well, this kind of seems PvE oriented, I don't know why you would even pick it up, because you're already getting Vildred, Isaria, Tamarin, and then Rowana. You're gonna be good to go for PvE. The rest of it is like, 3 stars you need, like Araz and Commander Larina, or Angelic Montmorency, or, I mean, Sigrid is a free unit, Angelica is a free unit. Like, you're going to get the other stuff you need for PvE. So PvP is kind of the only units in there that you would want to pick up to begin with. So anyway, yeah. I think that's all for this episode. I tried to keep it shorter today, so you guys didn't have to watch another 20-minute video. But anyway, that's all for this one. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see all of you next time.